The CEO, Ronald Created Difference, here this Sunday morning. I'm gonna do a little more bowling, but we're here at the Reed Hawthorne, the TNBA Reed Hawthorne event. So, nice little scratch event. Just wanna look at some of the things that you see in the morning when you get to the bowl center. People don't think a lot very often about what happens in the morning, but the morning and getting prepared is very, very important. You can see right there a little true cut sanding pad. What's going on? So you can see, one of the things that bowlers do is get themselves prepared to be able to perform at their best. Obviously, if you made it to Sunday, that means you bowl good on Saturday, which means you know what you're getting into. But making sure that your surface is fresh is an important component of that, right? So basically, getting ready to bowl. You bowled. In this case, they actually bowled 10 games yesterday. So they bowled 10 games, and they got to bowl another 5 this morning. Well, if you don't have your surface fresh, your bowling ball in the 10 games is going to change. It's going to start out one way. It's going to end up changing to a different surface simply because the lane is going to shine the ball, which actually isn't the lane. It's actually the backstop, the ball return, the pin setter, all that kind of stuff will shine your ball. But nonetheless, it's going to change the surface of your bowling ball. And that ultimately works against you when you come back in the next day. And people don't think about that a lot of times. They're like, hey, I bowled so great on Saturday, made it to Sunday, got to bowl again. Now I'm in a situation where I'm not sure. My bowling ball's not rolling the way it was yesterday. Why is that? And they blame it on the lanes. They blame it on a lot of things. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is their ability to be prepared and keep their equipment prepared and in top shape. So one of the first things that you see the bowlers doing is altering their surfaces, getting them back to how they were yesterday so that they have a chance to be able to perform like they did yesterday, allowing them to continue to have success. So just something to always think about, right? When you go to bowl, even when you go to bowl league. Bowl league is only 3 games, but your bowling ball surfaces can change in 3 games. So go bowl next week, bowling balls don't roll the same, don't understand why. Now you have a little bit more insight as to some things that you can do, some things that you can think about to be able to make sure that you're giving yourself the best possible chance to succeed when you go bowl events. So
Good morning, bowler.
Oh, here we go. So with that being said, I'm gonna jump off here
in about 6 minutes, 7 minutes. So,
let's listen.
Please make sure that you're down on the lanes and we're ready to get started. We'll start with 12 minutes of practice.
So that's another little trick, right? So we're gonna get 12 minutes of practice here. What that's gonna allow us to do is be able to throw the bowling balls, see how they're gonna perform, and then alter the surface again. That's one of the things that's kind of cool. You can alter the surface in practice. You can't do it once the lanes actually start, but during practice you can. So bowlers get fresh surfaces on their bowling balls. You can see that right here. So some fresh surface on the bowling balls. And then they're gonna change, which is fine, that's good. Actually, this is my bowling ball right here. Fresh surface, hit it with a nice little 3000 grit, True Cut 3000, and then once we start bowling, that will begin to wear itself off or shine itself up. And it'll end up at right about 4800 is where it'll end up at. So the key is, for me, is to have 2 balls, different surfaces. That way, when one does begin to shine itself up, I can switch to the other ball and keep that fresh surface to be able to keep me striking as long as possible. So with that being said, I'm gonna jump off here. CEO Ronald from Created Difference. Talk to you soon.